Hey folks, welcome back to my channel, and today we're gonna be learning how to do this. Yep, today we're gonna be learning how to do matte painting, converting a 2D image into a 2.5D image inside of Nuke. So let's get started. Alright, so let me first delete the cache. Oops, and not responding, delete. Alright. So I've downloaded few pictures here where I can show you the folder. Let me see. I think it's in here. Where's that then? Oh, matte painting. Here. So these are the pictures that I've downloaded, and my concept is more like building a Chinese temple in the middle of the mountain with a dragon gate. So all of these things right here are very similar, especially with the setup. It's just a Roto and a copy Premult right here. So if I double click the Roto, I have this Roto shape right here, and when you copy Premult it, that's how it looks like. But you also need to consider that when you bring in a picture, you need to look at its pixel resolution right there. And if you make a Roto viewing that picture, let's say I go Roto, right? And then, just gonna make it fast and rough just to point out just to show you something. So if I do that Roto, I always make it as a practice that I always go to clip to format and no clip. Right there. The reason why I do it is because what if because sometimes when people bring in an image but on the settings right here, or sometimes when there's a reformat, when the reformat is connected, right? Sometimes they forget to look at the reformat. They usually look at the image, and then they started doing the Roto right there. But if you're viewing it from the reformat, and when you're done with your Roto, you need to copy Premult it over here and not here. So I'll show you an example, because this usually happens, especially in my class. They get confused on connecting the Roto and doing the copy Premult. So let's say here I'm viewing this guy and I'm gonna make a Roto, right? Why did I delete that first Roto? Never mind, just make another one, right? I'm gonna copy Premult, no clip, right? It matches, but if you switch it right here, now it's not matching. See right there? So, but you could also use this setup. If you want to use this setup, then you need to redo, or you could also copy the reformat and connect it to the Roto. Oh, it's not even working. Or what you do is you need to make another Roto basing on this reformat right here. Here go like this. Right. There. So now both of them are matching. Two different setups, two different rotos basing on their different resolutions. So just keep it in mind. If you still get confused, just make sure that you double click the roto and you go to clip 2, no clip. Always make that as a practice. You could even switch to RGBA, and what it does is it gives you an RGB of the alpha right there. Yep, so all of those setups are basically the same right here. But for here, I added some grades right there. All of these are the same. So when you view all of them, they're all connected on a card. Let me set this on to 10. So if you view all of them in the scene, this is how it looks like right there. So these are all the images, the trees in a card right there. And I animated a card on the translate Z. So if you scrub the timeline, the Z-axis just goes straight all the way right through the trees where there's two dragons guarding right there. So if you view it on 2D, it's right there. So that's frame 300, and this is frame 1. So if you don't know how to set it up, just look at these nodes right here. We'll start from here, okay? Just for the beginners. So you just press tab and type card, connect it right there. And then when you view it, you'll see the card with an alpha. When you double click it, you press F, it centers it, and then you could move it on 3D space right there. That's the basic 2.5D setup on the card. And you could connect all of the cards using a merge geo. You could connect all of them. If you view them, that's how they all look like. Right there. Right there. And you could also merge all the merge geos using another merge geo. Right there. I increase this one to 20. Let's see how it looks like. Okay, so I think that's everything in it. For trees, same thing. I use a shuffle on the blue channel to generate an alpha right there. Shuffle on the B channel, and I graded. I checked white clamp, switch channels to RGBA, adjust the black point and the white point, then you'll get this. Then I inverted it and I use it to copy Premult the image right there. See, it's a pretty fast alpha, generating an alpha using a shuffle on a channel that is high contrast, which happens to be the blue channel. And I use a big Roto to just clean it up at the bottom. Put a little defocus. This is even animated on frame 99 because the camera passes it. So when it reaches in the front of the camera, I defocus it. So you could set it up however you want. Right there. So if you want to move, let's say I want to go to frame 20. Right there. It's pretty cool. You could do so many things in here. And I also grab, by the way, I'm using Nuke X, because by using Nuke X you could use the particles snowbox. So if you press tab, you type particle. I don't see any particles. Maybe right here. Particle snowbox. Where is it? Oh, in here. Why is it not in here? It's weird. Particles. There's a lot of presets in here. So just go particle snowbox. Then you view it. Be careful though, it's a little heavy. If you double click it, you can see all the parameters in here. You could change solid to snow. You could change whatever you want. You can make it big. It's right there. And yeah, you can do many things. So if you play it, I think you could even add, let's crank the turbulence to 2. See how it goes. Oh, see? Now there's turbulence in it. It's pretty cool. I think there is, so if you double click this one and I think this one right here, then you can see what's inside the setup snowbox system. Then you could, however, you could edit this one. You could add a particle wind. I think you could add a particle wind, and it will affect and adjust the settings here, and it will affect the directions of it. I don't want to mess this up. So yeah, peace, no bugs right there. And if you view it on the 2D, right on the camera, just put the camera right there. And I used the animated camera. The reason why I separate this thing is because if I add the pea snow right on the scene right here, you can't see it. It's hard to see it. So what I did was I set up a similar, just copy the camera right here, and then I plus it. I merge plus it. So you see the difference right there? And from there I added some color correct, adjust the contrast and the saturation, and then I added a little bit of warm tone to it, and I added some ramps right there. If you want to see the ramp, that's how it is. Here's another ramp. That's the darker color there to emphasize the contrast. And I added another ramp just to darken the ground. See? Oops, daisy. It's pretty heavy. And this one is just another ramp to darken more on this area, make it look dramatic. And I added a little glow so that it kind of looks heavenly right there. I even added like another warm tone, and you could adjust the tolerance and the brightness however you want. You can even adjust the size, and I added additional blur plus. Good. Super heavenly. Pretty cool. And I added a vignette. Always, I love vignettes. Right there, see? Very cool. And additional crop there. And I render it out as a JPEG, quality 1, subsampling 444, render whole 300 images, and you get this. And that's it, folks. Yeah, and I hope you like it. And there's more to it. If you wanna look at how I did it, there's always color corrections and the ramps, and just, you know, you can do anything you want inside of Nuke. And I hope you learned something. This is just very basic compositing, making excuse me, making a 2.5D matte painting. So hope you like it, and give it a like and subscribe to my channel. And if you have any requests on a specific tutorial that you want me to do, please feel free to comment. Please feel free to comment below. And thank you for watching. Goodbye.